Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen, Gen Rebels. It's Hux and Lion here, and welcome back to another constructed Magic the Gathering video. I'm really sorry about the delay between this one and the most previous one. Just had some real life stuff that kind of prevented me from recording. But we're back on it now. And I wanted to go back to playing some elementals with one of my favorite cards ever, Omnath. I love every single one of Omnath's forms. Every single one is amazing. But so I wanted to play four colors. Now there's a couple of things that I purposely didn't do. I purposely stayed away from Yorion. I know Yorion is obviously amazing. There's no denying that. But I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do something different. So instead, I went with Kaheera, which is an awesome card anyways. It's a lord for elementals. So I wanted to go that route, just to kind of spice this up, make it a little bit more interesting than sort of just four-color blink good stuff. So, to start us off, we've just got one of the best removal spells that's just clean and efficient. Destroy any creature, any planeswalker. Your opponent gets to investigate, but more than likely you're okay with that. You would much rather them investigate than you die. Then we have a couple of ramp creatures in Leafkin Druid and Tangleflorahedron. They're both elementals, and Tangleflorahedron also gets to be part of our mana base, which means we can cut back a little bit on lands, not much, but just a little bit to increase our room for other spiciness. Then Creeping Trailblazer. That's the next card. Also a good 2-drop. It's kind of important to have a bunch of 2-drops just so you can kind of get off to the races with elementals. And I've chosen Creeping Trailblazer. There's a couple others, obviously, you can choose. Just pick your favorite. I went with Creeping Trailblazer just because of the buff it gives creatures, and I find that incredibly useful. And yeah, the pump for itself can be helpful as well. Then for Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, this is kind of cheating, because we're only supposed to have elementals in the deck, but thanks to how Reflections of Kiki-Jiki works, it becomes a creature, but it doesn't have to be restricted by it. But it's incredibly good because we can copy any of our elementals, get a bunch of triggers, and just go absolutely wild. So this card's fantastic. Then for Risen Reef, anybody who plays elementals knows how busted Risen Reef is. It's sort of like the heart and soul of an elemental deck. The card advantage it can give is insane. When you start copying it, it's insane. The card is just awesome. The card is just bonkers. Then 2 copies of the 3-color Omnath because it is direct damage, which is incredibly helpful. And it also has a late game card draw ability, which is also incredibly helpful. For Omnath Locust Creation, this card is busted. It is absolutely busted. There's a reason why it was banned in Standard and why it's been edited in Historic. This card just does all of the things. It gains you life, it gets you mana, and it can start doing damage to your opponent's face. And it even draws a card when it enters. This card's just awesome. I actually was considering going Teamer just because I know how heavily Creation is played, but I decided, you know what? Nah. The white is just too incredibly helpful, especially in the sideboard for elementals. Then at the 5-drop slot, we kind of have a collection of Cavaliers. We have Cavalier of Gales, and Flame is just a one-of because since you notice our mana dorks were incredibly leaning on green to produce mana, so these ones are a little bit harder to cast. Our mana base is obviously still pretty solid as far as being able to cast everything, but it's probably best to make it so that these are just one-ofs. Plus, I do think Cavalier of Thorns at the end of the day is probably the best card for us. But overall, I can't complain. I like it. But these two both just do incredibly useful things. This is a flyer. It allows us to kind of fix our draws a little bit. And it even doesn't permanently die. Cavalier Flame, this card is amazing for the haste enabling, and also the fact that it can throw away a bunch of dead cards in the late game. Like, a lot of these mana dorks are going to be useless as the game goes along, and I'd rather have something better. And then Cavalier of Thorns, this is the one that we have a 2 of instead of a 1 of. Obviously, just an insane card. Green's a little bit easier to swing since that's our main color, and our mana dorks produce it. But yeah, 5/6 reach ramps us into the next card we're going to talk about it. And if it dies, it allows us to kind of Eternal Witness something back. Titan of Industry. This is one of the biggest and baddest elementals in period, really. All of its abilities are relevant. And, you know, if you start using like Fable the Mirror Breaker, things just get disgusting. Now, I was considering, instead of Faithful Absence, using the Touch of the Spirit Realm, because it allows us to kind of get an ephemerate effect in the deck as well as still being removal. But I'm leaning more towards the just sheer efficiency of Fateful Absence. And then in the mana base, just kind of your typical things, some Boseijus, an Otawara, and a Ganjo, and then just kind of an assortment of mana so that hopefully we can cast our spells. So in our sideboard, we obviously have Kaheera as our companion. Then 3 Dovin's Vetoes to help us in the control matchups, as well as more than likely we're going to board into these hearses, because they're incredibly good for, like, just when the game goes long, exiling things and even our own things, and then being able to just smash in with what could be like an 8/8 really easily. These are also good, obviously, for all of the sacrifice decks and other graveyardy decks that exist. I mean, Kroxa is still legal and is played a lot in this format, so that's great. Farewell is another graveyard answer that we have, and it's also just a great catch-all. Getting rid of the creatures, getting rid of the enchantments, getting rid of the graveyards, just awesome. Yeah, it's just a super efficient sweeper that I'm a big fan of. We have 2 of them. It's a little difficult to fit more because double white is hard because it's kind of a splash force. So yeah. Then we have 3 Aether Gust. This card is just bonkers. Mono green and mono red are pretty big in this format, so it's a great clean answer for that. And then we have just some catch-all removal in March of Otherworldly Light. More than likely, we're not going to be exiling any white cards unless push comes to shove. So more than likely, we're just going to be trying to ramp and then using the X fairly and pretty typically. So that is our deck. Let's see how we do. I'm hoping that we can get some pretty clean wins with this. Yeah, let's find out, shall we? We're going to go ahead and we're going to hop into some Explorer, best of 3, ranked, and we're going to play this Elemental deck. So wish me luck. Let's do this. I'm excited. Elementals have been something that I've played a lot, and I adore the archetype. I mean, even back in the original Modern Horizons, I was doing the whole Thunderkin Awakener, Lightning Skelemental thing. Back when Omnath Locus of Creation came out, I was building ramp decks in order to play it because I loved the card. Yeah, 3-color Omnath. I built Elementals during that standard period and loved it. And yeah, we're gonna have hopefully a good time. All right, we're against Lorenial. So let's see how we do. Let's see what our hand looks like. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Okay, this seems doable. I kind of like this. Okay, so we're going to start out with Ketria Triome. So we have double red towards this Cavalier of Flame. We could really use another red source, but this hand overall doesn't look bad. All right, so we start out with Ketria Triome. A Lutri deck. Ooh. I think this is actually going to be a pretty interesting game. All right, so yeah, Leafkin Druid, and we'll pass. So, what are we up against? Okay, Young Pyro is interesting. Okay, that's pretty solid. So we're going to go Jetmir's Garden here, Risen Reef. Hopefully we hit a land. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, all right. I mean, I can't argue with an Omnath. You can't look a Gift Horse in the mouth. You know, you get an Omnath, you're still pretty happy. So this is like Grixis 1-ofs. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but not the worst. Okay, so we still hit our land drop. I think this should go on green, and we'll play Omnath Locus of Creation, draw ourselves a card. Okay, so now we have the mana. Okay, our opponent just scoops it up. All right. I guess we just want the vetoes. We don't really know what else our opponent's doing. So let's just kind of cut down on a couple things like this, and let's go down. Yeah, so I guess they just didn't want anything to do with it. Yeah, let's drop this Omnath. Let's go down to one Omnath of that kind. There we go. Get the vetoes in there, because clearly they're kind of a spell slingery one-of deck, which is pretty cool. It's not very common that you see Lutri, but that's really cool. I like it. Very interesting. I'm not sure if they scooped when they saw Omnath because they figured they couldn't beat it, or if it's because they didn't want to keep playing because they would have to reveal more information. I'm not sure. But either way, it worked out for us. Though I need to fix the lands in the deck. The basics are really lame. I just realized that. That's gonna bug me. But I'm not gonna do it on video. That just seems like a waste of time. But yeah. I'm excited to get back into this. My plan is to try to get at least one recording for Magic the Gathering a week. That's pretty much the goal. Obviously, I'm still getting used to streaming, as well as... we'll keep this. I need another land, but we'll keep this. Getting used to streaming, as well as... you know, trying to combine that with regular life and stuff like that. So my goal is to try to always have at least one arena video a week. So that is going to be the plan. And we're going to try to stick to that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm human. I'm not perfect. But we will see. With this hand, I feel like I actually want the white more than anything. So... let's do that. Let's get Leafkin Druid down. If Leafkin Druid doesn't die, we can get Risen Reef down. And we can just do Tangleflora Hedron tapped. Questionable, obviously. Ooh, okay. I don't think anything has changed. So we're just going to go Tangleflora Hedron, Risen Reef. Could have a counter. I'm not going to really be that concerned if they do. Okay, Mystical Dispute. That's fair. But the good news is thanks to the fact that they're playing Lutri, I know that's their only one. Okay, so they grab Lutri. Cool. Put this on... okay, so let's go ahead and put this on white. Tangleflora Hedron, and then I'll just pass for now. Yeah. I'll hold up Veto, because I feel like there's probably going to be like a big Planeswalker or something that they're going to cast here. So, yeah. Either Planeswalker or a Sweeper, and I kind of want to be ready for that, because that will put me pretty far behind. Alright, what do you got, opponent? What do you got? You know what? I am gonna let that go. That's fine. That's not something worth countering. That's whatever. Alright, my turn. Alright, what do we draw? Something good? Alright, I'll take it. That puts us to where we can play Cav, and that's a good thing. Tap, tap, and tap. Get Kaheera. And that'll be it. I will pass. So, I don't know what all they have. We're going to have to find out. Alright, what's your game, opponent? What are you doing? Nothing? Still? Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. Ooh, red source. Alright, so we can put that in play untapped and play Creeping Trailblazer. And with that, we're probably just gonna pass. I don't really need to do anything else. I suppose I could chip in for one. Heartless Act. Okay, so with that on the stack, what I can do is actually counter the Heartless Act, which stops even the copying, which works out really nicely. Go. And then I also have Fateful Absence for the Lutri, which is really good. Leer. Okay, so he's going to get to cast a spell. So we're going to get the Leer off the board. So he doesn't get to keep doing that, because that would be really bad for us. Okay. Yes, you got it. Alright. We draw... Oh, another Fateful Absence. That's not bad. Alright, go to combat. Get in for 1, and we will pass. Yeah, Leer is terrifying. The amount of value that card can get is absolutely maddening. Sure. You got it. Fateful Absence to get that off the board. Alright, and that's it. Okay, so we're in the Mirthless. We can easily Fateful Absence that as well.
Neither vampire nor human will go extinct.
Okay, it's a land.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
We can go blue, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kill Sorin. Get that off the board. Leave our opponent with not much of anything. I don't like the fact that they're gonna be able to constantly draw cards here. I need like a Titan of Industry or some other win condition to kind of get me back into this. Cavalier of Gales would be kind of sweet. Memory Deluge, very good. Kind of unfortunate that he was able to counter that Risen Reef. Okay, that doesn't help much, but I'll play it. I'll throw it out there. It's a card. It's at least a card. Okay, that's fine. If you're going to Essence Scatter anything, I would much rather use Essence Scatter that than when I hit a Titan. Yep. I'm going to get probably ground into dust by all this card advantage if I don't start finding things to do. We have, fortunately, enough mana to cast virtually anything I'd want to cast in my deck. Alright, can we draw? Alright, Fable is something decent. I can cast Fable. Alright, we get a token. Okay, there's the second Memory Deluge. The one there, they are going to exile it, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. But we are looking at, like, 6 cards versus 0. 6 cards versus 0. That's not a position I like. Yeah. We're probably going to be going to game 3. Okay. Unmoored Ego. What are they naming? Locus of Creation. Okay, that fucking sucks. Because that does take away 4 Omnaths. They are gone. The question is now, what do we end up drawing? Kroxa? Yep. And they're going to have more than enough cards to bring it back, so I need an answer for that. And I imagine they're just going to bring it back now. That seems to be the smart thing to do. Yep. I got a 9 because of that, too. Ah, that's so good. Untap land. Okay, so we're going to pitch this Leafkin, hopefully find something better. That is significantly better. I like that a lot. That's great. Alright. Now we get to draw some cards. Okay. It gets shuffled back in, so I don't care as much. Ooh, Titan of Industry is excellent. Yes. I definitely want to keep the Titan. We will put back... 1, 2. Because we need to hold on to a card that we're going to end up having to discard. So let's leave the Titan on top. Yes, I will pass. Because the reality is we're going to get hit by this Kroxa. We're going to have to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yes. We're just going to chump with Leafkin, I think. Sure. You got it. Okay. Jesus. Alright. Our opponent just doesn't want us to have cards. It's fine. We're down to 3. Okay. Yep. That's fine. Alright. So now we're just going to slam Titan of Industry. Hopefully they don't have a counter. They've drawn a lot of cards, so they could. They could very easily. And that's game. Christ and Christmas. They drew all the right cards. Okay, so we do want to make a couple more changes. I don't think this is the royal matchup. We probably want to keep all 4 of those. Unless we want to diversify. Yeah, let's actually take those out for marches, unlicensed hearses, and we will drop... Let's shave our Mandadorks, and that should be good. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna try that because the problem is that part of the reason they got back in that game is thanks to the Fable absences, because they kept drawing cards from the things dying. So maybe just exiling them would be better. I don't have a red source, which is why I don't like this. So I feel I better mulligan it. Oh wow. Okay. That's obviously terrible. This looks fine-ish. 1 and... how do I draw out of this mulligan? Risen Reef is to the bottom, maybe? Or Omnath. I feel like it should be Omnath. Alright. I don't like that, but... God, that was a brutal mulligan. Ugh. Oh well, it's okay. We'll be fine. We can make it happen. Okay, we just draw another Omnath. That's fantastic. Alright, so Leafkin Druid. So basically what we're hoping here is that we get to keep something. We want to keep something on the board. So to kill it around Jawari Disruption, I'm going to play Risen Reef. Okay, there's the Mystical Dispute. That's fine. We can get around that. That's okay. So, alright. Yeah. I hope they just don't have, like, Counterspell City here. Okay, there's a Murderous Rider, whatever. I'd love to draw land here, please, so I can play Omnath. Alright, I should have been more specific. It's fine. We could just get Hearse down, and we'll pass. Ugh. All of this removal, it's so bad. But Hearse gives us a way of getting around all this removal and potentially at least being able to stick something, which is good. Okay, he just grabs Lutri. That's pretty fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat the Mystical Dispute. Okay. That's fine. Oh, okay. Another Omnath. Alright. Oh, I won't disagree with that. That's good. Cavalier Flame. And pass. Cavalier Flame, pretty good. Alright. So, Fry. You got it. Another land. Yep. Go blank. Oh. God, that's so bad. Okay. Well, we have no hand, so we're going to be relying on our draws here. Wow. Our opponent, for being a one-of deck, is being incredibly lucky in drawing the pieces that they need. Alright, Creeping Trailblazer, it's something. Pass. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of surprising. For being just a one-of deck, they're getting incredibly lucky in drawing, like, the right pieces, like the right removal and all of that. It's pretty wild. Okay. Sure. Breeding Pool tapped. Grab Kaheera. And I will just pass. Yeah, Maestro's Charm, you got it. Alrighty, good job. Okay, so a bunch of lands in the yard. That's pretty good for us. Chandra, yeah, you got it.
You want to play with fire, huh?
You got it. You kill that.
If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Alright, exile 2 cards. We'll hit the Maestro's Charm and the Drown and the Lock. Alright. Play a Creeping Trailblazer. Play a Kaheera. And pass. Okay, command, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be game. Ah, Jesus Christ, opponent. For being a one of fun of deck, which is really cool. I absolutely applaud them for doing that. They drew incredibly well. Wow. That was something to witness, I'm not gonna lie. A one of fun of deck just absolutely taking us to task with all of the removal and all of the perfect draws. That's okay. No big deal. That mulligan to 5, especially against a deck that is so good at 1-for-1ing, I'm not surprised that we lost that. If we could have kept that hand that we had there, where it was like Risen Reef and all of that stuff, and not had to mulligan, we probably would have been way better off. All right, so we get to be on the play. This looks good. I like this. Let's go ahead and go Steam Vents tapped. So the question is, how quickly do we need the white source? Okay, so this is Shamans potentially. Ooh, that changes things. Yeah, that changes things. Okay. Because we drew the Fateful Absence, and this does look like it's probably Shamans or maybe Ramp. We really need access to our colors. Okay, Topiary Stomper. So this is a ramp. Okay, so this is 100% ramp. There's no denying it. That's definitely ramp. All right, so Risen Reef. Hopefully hit a land. All right, we drove that Omnath. That's pretty fine. The question is, how quickly can they ramp? How crazy can they get? That's what I'm worried about. Okay, cultivate. Okay, so they're going in deep. Yeah, they're going in deep. Ooh, okay, so they're actually Jund. They're not just red-green. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so they play Bloodthirsty Adversary. Sure. Can't do anything with it. Yeah, I will take the 2. You got it. Alright. Still no land, really? Sure, let's go ahead and tap these to play the Deepkin Druid, because I need to hit a land here desperately. Okay, that's good. But we're gonna decline because I want to put it in my hand. So I can go red, and then I will pass. Holding up Fateful Absence. That way, hopefully, whatever their first giant threat is, we can deal with. Okay, another Topiary Stomper is okay. We can work on that. We can work with that. That is not the worst for us. Okay. Now, obviously, unfortunately, now these Topiary Stompers can attack, which is a problem in and of itself. Alright, we'll go ahead and just Fateful Absence the first one. Buy ourselves a little time. Binding the Old Gods. Okay. Killing Risen Reef. Figures. Yeah, this is not great. Let's go Omnath. We can kill out the Bloodthirsty Adversary. And pass. Alright, go. Let's see what they get here. I'm curious as to what their top end is. Okay, so they can, like, cultivate if they want to. Okay, they're going to cultivate. That's pretty fine. Okay, they're actually going to go all in on it. Okay, so they're going to get a 4/4. That's pretty fine. That's not that crazy. They get to cultivate again, which is nice. I'm very scared of, like, an Ulamog here, because they could have Ulamog in their deck. They could absolutely have Ulamog. Yes, I will eat the 4. That is fine. I will take that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So they now have the mana for it, for him. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Omnath Locus of Creation. Okay, hit a land, that's good. So it's going to gain us back some life, which we need for sure. And we're going to put it on Creation. And pass. Okay. We're kind of getting back into it. Obviously, this Death Touch is a concern, so we're going to have to just eat some damage here. Ooh, that's spicy. I like that. Okay, so they can riot in this. I think they have the mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can do that. They can absolutely do that. The good news is that at least then they're out of cards in hand. Okay, and they are awaking the giant stack. Okay, Ravager Worm. I'm gonna guess with the counter. Yes, because they want to eat Omnath Locus of Creation. Yes. Okay, that's what I figured. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna eat this damage. We're gonna go to 10. Waking the Giants is going to be, or whatever. What is this? Waking the Trolls, not the Giants. Yes, that card's going to be terrifying. Pretty bad for us. Okay, so how do we work around this? Counter. No, that's not. That doesn't work. That doesn't work the way I want it to. Undo. Yeah, we're better off just passing here, I think. This is obviously really bad. I mean, I would say we're not in the worst position, but we're not in great shape here. So what is they going to blow up? What are they going to blow up? Okay, so we will float of white. You got it. So far, they're only going to get, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so we... Oh, shit, I let them go to combat. I'm an idiot. Fuck. Ugh, that was so stupid of me. Alright, we'll just jump here. I need to keep 7 mana because I need to be able to use Titan of Industry. So that's important. I'm so stupid. I let them leave combat. That was so dumb. Oh god, another waking. That's so bad. Oh, that is so bad. Yeah, you got it. Fuck. Yeah, now even if we draw the land for our... Okay, Cav is nice, but I don't think it's enough. Alright. I'm so mad at myself. Mistakes were made. Okay. Let's try not to be an absolute fucking moron this time. Let's drop... Shave on these, and that should be good. Okay. I'm so stupid. If I hadn't let them go to if I hadn't just been like, oh yeah, you can go to combat and stomp me in the face for 13 damage, I would have been better off. That was just dumb. That was just genuinely me being dumb. So yeah, that was embarrassing. That was incredibly embarrassing. But it happens. Just a dumb decision. Clicking too fast because I wasn't thinking. So we just need to roll it back, chill out a little bit, play our game carefully. I kind of like this. I do need to find a blue source, but I do like that I at least have like Creeping Trailblazer, and then any land gets me to Fable at least. And then Risen Reefs are on the menu, so that's good. The double Risen Reef makes me really happy, so we may be able to make this work. Alright, so Jetmir's Garden tapped. I would love to just draw a blue source. That would be ideal. Oh, well, there's a blue source. Ask and ye shall receive, as they say. Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty much perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, yeah, you got an Abrade. That's fine. So Steam Vents, untap, Risen Reef. Let's go. Let's start getting that value train going. Yeah, we can. That's fine. Yeah. I was thinking about it for a second because I was like, well, we need to make sure we have a white source, but I remembered we had the Jetmir's Garden, so we're fine. Okay, Cultivate. So they're doing their ramp thing. We're gonna do our ramp thing, and we're gonna see who ramps better. Land would be amazing because then I could like Risen Reef. Kind of sucks. Okay. But we could still work out. It could still work out. So let's go Risen Reef. We get 2 triggers. We're actually going to decline this one because we want it in hand. Okay, another Aether Gust. We have all 3 Aether Gusts in hand, which is pretty cool. Then we can go Tangled Florahedron, get 2 more triggers. Yes, take action and drop a 3rd Risen Reef. Holy guacamole. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so double Risen Reef. I'm feeling pretty happy with that. I'm loving this like music. Which theme is this? Just like a nice vibe music. It's so good. I love it. Okay, kills a Risen Reef. That's fine. I didn't expect them to live that long anyways. Okay, Risen Reef. Get 2 more triggers. Yes. Land and play. Leafkin Druid to hand. Okay. I think I do want to get Fable down. Oh, I should have tapped that differently. That's fine. Boseiju. So we just got to go with a slightly different plan. Risen Reefs. Trigger. Okay, that's beautiful. And another Fable. That's great too. And yeah, go ahead. Okay, so we are in amazing shape for this game. I feel like we are way ahead. Yep, Escape to the Wilds is a great way to try to catch back up. Okay, so next turn we have to hold up Gusts. We don't have a choice. We have to hold up some Gusts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 mana available. Okay, Bloodthirsty Adversary. That's fine. Another land. And okay, cool. So I think that we can discard this Tangled Florahedron and the second Fable. Draw some cards. Okay, that's another land. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so untapped. Let's think about this. 3 Titan of Industry. We're gonna gain 5 life and put a shield counter on you. So gain 5 life. Wait, what? Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'll put a shield counter there because that's gonna make it much more difficult for them to kill. And then I'm actually just gonna pass. Actually, no, we can attack. Yeah, we'll attack with a token because it makes us a treasure, which is pretty fine. The trade-off is okay with me. Perfect. Okay, and then I am gonna go ahead and leave Kindred. Get some more triggers. Ooh, cool. We found our 4th Risen Reef and a Cavalier of Gales. Very nice. Okay, so go. So we are in great shape here because we literally have interaction for just about anything that they're gonna play this turn. All of these are red or green, so these 3 Aether Gusts are gonna go to work. So virtually anything that they play, I'm just going to tuck with Gust. Okay, so I'm guessing they're going to try to get the most value out of this. So it's probably going to be like Chandra first. I feel like it's probably Chandra first. Either Chandra first or maybe Binding first. Aether Gust, that. Resolve. That's not happening. And that's game. Alright, cool. Alright, so we basically need to do that again, where we just kind of take off, go to the races, and leave them behind. And use the gusts to basically prevent them from trying to catch back up. We did get lucky that there wasn't a turn 1 Llanowar, so hopefully that can happen again. So they're kind of like a Jund land destruction deck, with some other really good finishers as well. Then again, I guess Ravager Worm also destroys lands, if your opponent has like a specific kind of land, I guess. Alright, I don't do anything, and I have every single Titan of Industry in my hand? Yeah, they gotta throw that back. I don't like this, but I'm gonna keep it, because I don't want to mulligan any farther. Alright, so let's go. We'll go with this. So, we're hoping to basically just find our colors right now. We go Leafkin Druid on 2, and hopefully find a blue source to play anything else, literally. Okay. Blue source or red source would be amazing. I don't care which. It's really awkward that we found 2 of our few single color producing lands. Okay, red source is fine. I will take it. Let's get Fable of the Mirror Breaker down, because the token can make treasures, and that's going to be helpful. Plus the looting will help us fix ourselves if our opponent has removal. I hate mulliganing. Okay, yeah. I had a feeling they probably had like an Abrade or something, so that was kind of expected. Alright, Fateful Absence is good. Definitely Creeping Trailblazer. I don't think I want to get rid of Omnath. Risen Reef is too good. Maybe it is Omnath. Okay, we'll discard these 2. Draw 2. Okay, well, we found our blue source. It's just unfortunately tapped for a turn. So let's go ahead and just grab Kaheera and pass. I don't think there's any creature that I'm going to have to worry about, but yeah, I think this is the right play. So this is going to be Land Escape to the Wilds, which is what I have a feeling is probably going to happen. No, okay. Cultivate. Okay. So starting next turn, we're probably going to have to hold up our Gust again. I would love to just draw another blue source. It's not a blue source, but we'll take it. It is fine. So let's go ahead and play this. We'll play Kaheera, which allows us to hold open the Aether Gust, because we've got to be able to stop casualties of war or something. We got to stop them from just blowing up our lands, because that is backbreaking. Ritual of Soot, we can't gust that, which really sucks. Yeah, we gotta let it go. That sucks, but we gotta let it go. Creeping Trailblazer, pass. Man, that sucks. You don't see Ritual of Soot much, but I mean, it worked there, so good for them. Ravager Worm, yeah, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that sucks, obviously, but it's fine overall. Llanowar Elves does nothing until this board state. And then I will Fateful Absence the Ravager Worm. Okay, draw another land, which is good, but can I afford to play Risen Reef here? Maybe we play Risen Reef to see if we can find a blue source. Yeah, we found Fable, which is pretty good. Alright, tap land, get in for 2. Alright, go. I don't like not having that Aether Gust available to us, but we can't just, not play Risen Reef when we're starting to blow up our lands. Okay, there's an Abrade. I had a feeling they had something like that. Ugh, Waking the Trolls. It's so bad. It's so bad for us. Yep, they blow up that one, which is incredibly important for our mana base. Alright, we at least found a replacement for the white source that they took away from us. Fable. Make the token. Get in for 2. Alright. The problem is we're not going to get to Titan fast. Well, I guess we could. There is a chance. There's a chance. Okay, so it depends on what they do here. Okay, never mind. Not happening. For fuck's sake. Double waking. Ah! It's so bad for us. Okay. That is so, so bad. Okay. Yeah. The constantly blowing up our lands is what got us. Is there any way we can get out of this? Maybe we have to discard Titan? Yeah, because I feel like we're just not going to get to it in time. Okay, Boseiju is interesting. Boseiju buys us time, which is something we desperately need right now. So let's go ahead and play another Fable. Go to combat. Swing. Okay, damage. And blow up the 1/2. Yes. Okay, we're fighting a good fight. The problem is the second waking of the trolls, though, is going to be monstrous. Like, it's going to absolutely wreck our life. Alright, well, we can go ahead and take the stop off. They're going to get 2 looks at some cards, so hopefully they aren't too crazy. Casualties of War or another Waking the Trolls would be insane, and I don't know whether we could come back from it. I might, depending on what they do. Depending on what they do, I might just, like, if I can find a blue source, Aether Gust the Waking the Trolls back to the top of the library. Okay, yeah, because they don't have anything. Yeah, they don't have anything going on. That might be the line. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the line, actually. Okay, so... Let's pitch the absence. Okay, Titan will be good later. So we're going to go ahead and just get in the red zone. Get in that red zone. Are we going to win off of the back of Reflections of Kiki Jiki? I feel like that's what's going to happen here. Honestly, I don't care. This is fine. Okay. Draw. Then we gust it. Okay. This is a crazy matchup. It's crazy. Okay. Now, go. What did you draw? Topiary Stomper. Good card. Very good card. Not battered in the slightest. So... But they are going to have to shuffle, which is going to make things awkward for them. So we're going to be in full... Okay, so they don't do that. That's good. Return the Saga. I mean, if you're going to do it now, I'm going to get extra mana, and I appreciate that. Green. Resolve. Yeah, we'll grab our 1 blue source. This is fine-ish. Okay, now the Kiki-Jiki comes back. Okay, so let's think about this. We're going to have to attack, so I think my best route is to do this. Okay, go to combat, swing. This is going to give us the mana for Titan of Industry, and I feel like Titan of Industry will help us put this game away. Yeah, that's not the one you want to block. You want to block one of the ones that's not going to disappear. Okay, this is fine. So now we get to Titan of Industry. And I feel like this is where this game pretty much ends. Because then we get to do this. And I don't think this is a board state he can beat. There's no one card in his deck that he could draw that's going to get him out of that. I can't believe I can't believe we actually worked that out. Yes! I did not expect to win that game. Alright, that was awesome. Reflections of Kiki Jiki, very powerful card. That's really the only reason we won. Oh, that makes me feel so good. Alright. I genuinely didn't think we were going to win that game. When we mulliganed to 6, and then he also started blowing up our lands. We did get kind of lucky that he didn't find anything too crazy. But hey, you know what? I will take my wins where I can get them. All right, on to the next game. Yeah, we just keep on trucking. We're gonna try to get in our typical 5 rounds and see how we do. All right, Jack Mites. All right, opponent gets to pick whether they're gonna play or draw. That's fine. What do you got, opponent? What are you doing? Play or draw? You tell me. So, they're a Yorion deck. I'm going to give it a shot. Only because they're a Yorion deck, which means that they're a slower deck. Now watch, they're going to be like somehow an aggro deck. And I'm going to look like a complete fucking idiot. That'd be my luck. Yeah, so I'm going to guess that there's some kind of like control or flash deck or something. Not flash. Control or blink deck. So hopefully choosing to keep a semi-slow hand is fine. Okay, Breeding Pool tapped. More than likely they have a Portable Hole. I have a feeling that's what they have in hand. So we will see. Okay. Alright, play a land. Play Reflections, or Fable and Mirrorbreaker. Alright. Then they're more than likely probably at the end turn going to Field of Ruin one of my lands. I'm not sure which. They're going to Field of Ruin one of them. Probably because they want double blue. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you pull up my Steam Vents. I'll get a basic. I will get a mountain. Yes, mountain. Okay. That's fine. As long as there's not too many of those, I can deal with that. Then I imagine it's going to be like Portable Hold to take out the token, and then probably hold open a counter. Unless they're just really scared of Fable of the Mirrorbreaker and they decide to get rid of that. That could be another thing that they just focus their turn on. Like, they could very easily march to exile Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. Portable Hole, okay. That's what I expected. They're going to eat the token, yep. And they don't care about me keeping that. That's good for me-ish. I actually don't kind of want to discard anything. I think I'm okay. So Ketria Triumph, Risen Reef. This might get countered. Because they're holding up and they're representing like they have counter magic. Yep, there's an Absorb. That's about what I expected. So any land allows us to play Titan. Any blue land, okay, well we get neither, so ha, fuck you, game I guess. Let's play Fable. Okay, we make a token and we pass. Probably gonna hit a Memory Deluge, I imagine. Oh, Wandering Ember. That's a good choice too. That's a very good card.
I've learned much during my travels. Let your blade do the talking.
All right. What else do you got? Portable Hole. Okay, so they're going to take our token again. That's pretty okay. Okay.
We've got the edge in this fight.
It's fine. I can deal with that. The good news is they've had to use multiple interaction spells already. Like, these portable holes just got rid of the tokens, and I still have Kiki. So this isn't the worst. So I need literally any... Okay, any lane. There we go. Perfect. I think Leafkin Druid's time is past, so I'll pitch that. Okay, Omnath is good. We can't cast it yet, but it's still very good. Cavalier Thorns. Let's get that out there. Okay, so they blow that up. I'm actually pretty okay with that. I get to keep my Cav. Looking for a white source, but I'll take anything. Yeah, I'll take anything, honestly. Yeah, I'll take anything because I want to ramp into this Titan. And Titan's going to be good because they're going to have a really hard time dealing with Titan, I feel like. But yeah, like, the reason, like, this card is so good is because they had to use a portable hole on each of the tokens, and then they've also had to use a Fateful Absence to deal with the other one. Okay, so we cannot draw cards. We have to keep that in mind. We cannot draw cards. Yes, you minus. What do you got? What did you hit? That's what I want to know. Okay, March. That's pretty okay. Okay, a land is good. So, how do we want to work this? They have a March. They have a Narset. So Cavalier of Gales is off the table entirely. Okay, I can Omnath, kill Wandering Emperor. I think that's the play. Yeah, that's the play. Okay. Opponent, what you got? Is this March of Otherworldly Light, exile one card in hand to get rid of reflections? I feel like that's what the game is. Alright. So slap the Wandering Emperor. Good.
Years of training for this.
Kev. And I think I would rather draw the card than grab Kaheera right now. So let's go ahead and hit Narset. Force some interaction here, force some blocks here that are going to be uncomfortable. I do need to get Narset off the table because otherwise, like, we're going to get got by, the card draw, because this deck more than likely plays Commit to Memory, and that's probably the card I'm most afraid of. Sure, you got it. That's fine. Yeah. Yes, so now it's down to 1.
Just the trick for this.
So the biggest concern would be a Sweeper. Sweeper I'm terrified of. Beyond that, yep, that was the card I was afraid of. Alright, that's okay. But if they don't have the land, they can't do it. And if they have to exile, like, the Farewell, I'm going to be really, really, really happy about them having to exile the Farewell. Because they're short of mana to Farewell, which is good. That's really good. Yes. You do you, opponent. Yes, that's fine. I'm going to play as if they don't have it, and then if they do, they do. That's about all you can do. Alright. Draw. Okay, Risen Reef, good. Okay. I think I will just go to combat. We're kind of in a game of chicken here, because I think he's waiting for me to try to copy Cavalier, but I'm not going to copy Cavalier until I know I have the opportunity to actually get it to go off. So we're almost in this like game of chicken here. Okay, just gonna let me do it. All right, let's go at Narset. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna play Omnath. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and get Narset off the table.
I shall
Okay.
miss your company.
And then I will just end turn. I don't want to... With the Farewell in hand, I don't want to go any farther to committing to the board. And, yep, that was a good choice, because more than likely they're going to find something to do with this, for sure. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm almost certain they found something to go along with that, to find a land to go with that Farewell. There's almost no way that they wouldn't have gone that deep and not found something. But we have a pretty good setup to recover from that. Because they have to tap out and Farewell, if that's their plan. Whew, this is a grindy game. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. It's anybody's game right now. There's the Farewell. That's about what I expected. So I'm going to go ahead and... Do I just let it go? Yeah, I think I'm just going to draw a card. I'm just going to draw a card. I let it go, I think. Okay, there's a land. Do I... I don't think it's worth it. I think I just let it go. It's fine. Okay, so what I want to do is... Fuck, I need a white source. Okay, fine. Risen Reef. That's good. Omnath. Which kind of allows us to already go ahead and replenish a decent board state as is. Okay, go. Okay, this is sort of like a metaphorical game of chicken almost. Who's gonna push out more into the board? Who's gonna do the thing more? These games are always very, very interesting. This could easily be a march for 4 just to get rid of Omnath, because that card's obviously insane value. But if he takes out Omnath, then at least I can go like Tangle Florahedron, Tangle Florahedron to like start drawing cards or something. Yep, there's the march. Only leaves him with 2 mana, which is good. That's exciting. Actually, let's Cavalier Gales here. I think this gets us the most value. Yeah, let's do Risen Reef first. Take action, yes. Put back land, I think? Yes, it doesn't really matter the order, but I'm gonna go land. Tangle Florahedron. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Take action. Tapped. Leafkin Druid. Take action. Tapped. Get in for 1. So once again, we're pretty much set up to where even if he sweeps again, we play Titan of Industry, and I feel good about myself. So yeah, this is pretty much just going to be the game of just, okay, here's a bunch of stuff. Can you deal with it? Okay, here's a bunch of stuff. Can you deal with it? And that's just going to be our life for the entirety of this game. Until finally we break our opponent. Or they manage to run us out of action. Okay, there's a Teferi. Excellent card. Always an
hide
excellent
from
card.
the world any
Okay.
lo- Hurry.
So we do need to get that Teferi off the board. 100%. That card is terrifying. Okay, so I am gonna expect a Wandering Emperor in hand. I think that's probably what they have. So let's go ahead and get Creeping Trailblazer down. Yeah. Take action, that's fine. And then let's go ahead and play Tangled Florahedron. We're playing all this small stuff on purpose. Because I'm pretty much, like, trying to hold up Titan of Industry for when they sweep again. Ooh, that's good. Alright, go to combat. Everything gets a fairy. Let's go. So even a Wandering Emperor doesn't stop me. It literally has to be Settle the Wreckage. Okay, cool. That's good. Alright, and I'm just going to grab Kaheera for now. Yeah, I'm just going to grab Kaheera and pass. This is already a brutal board state as it is, because it's 3, 7, 9, 15 damage. Yeah, there's the Wandering Emperor that I expected. Yep.
Now you've done it.
I'm going to guess
That's
Exile
coming
Cavalier
off.
Gales. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
You are not much of a roadblock.
I imagine probably just, yeah, I was going to say, I imagine just going to take down Wandering Emperor, so I don't want to waste
Keep watch
another
for
removal spell on her.
intruders.
Okay, it grabs Yorion. Yorion doesn't do much. I mean, I guess it does blink the portable holes, but that's not that crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And they've got a land that for some reason they're not playing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just kill off Yorion now. Yorion's gone. Yeah. And the portable holes get to go ahead and exile probably Creeping Trailblazer, Leaf Kindred maybe? I'm not sure. That's pretty fine overall, honestly. Because I will Omnath. Triggers. Draw another Risen Reef, that's pretty nuts. Draw another land, that's good. Gain some life. Titan of Industry. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, and we will put a shield counter. So we're going to blow up the one on the Creeping Trailblazer. Okay, that's fine. And we'll put a shield counter on Titan of Industry. Awesome. Woo! Okay. That's always what's important with these kind of matchups, is slowly grinding them down. Alright, so probably the Hearse is 2. Fateful Absences, I don't feel like there's enough targets for. And let's shave a couple of these. Okay. And that's the plan. Alright. So our goal is to basically attack them on multiple fronts. So that way we have like reflections of Kiki-Jiki, or reflection of Kiki-Jiki / Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We have the Exile Graveyards, Unlicensed Hearse, and then we have all of our elemental synergies. So we're kind of like trying to make it so we're really exhausting the removal, so that way, even though they can definitely plus on a lot of the things that they do, it's a lot harder for them to just like be so far ahead at every jump and turn. Okay. Planets on the play. I don't like this because I don't do much, but it does push me to Cav and then maybe Titan. I guess I can give it a shot. I'm not the most confident in this hand, but it's potentially doable. Okay. I do like the fact that we have another mana dork. That way, if, say, Tangled Florahedron gets portable hold, we can still do something. I need to try to take as little damage. Or, well, it doesn't matter, actually. This is not the matchup where I need to be concerned about my life total. So Tangle Florahedron. Pass the turn. And then we'll probably just go tap land, Leafkin Druid. Yeah, like ooh. That... I could try to bait out an Absorb. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bait out an Absorb. This is almost guaranteed gonna get countered. Unless they have something for it when they untap. Yep, told you. Told you. I knew it. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I knew they were gonna counter it. You really don't want that card to resolve. Okay, so they're doing nothing. Because I don't really want to run out Cav into a counter spell. Let's do Fable. I could run out Cav, but I feel like it would just obviously get countered, and I need to exhaust their counter magic. Yep, there's the Dovin's Veto. You got it. So there's a chance that it would have still resolved, but we don't know that for sure. So now we play Leafkin Druid. And pass. So they have a March, almost certainly, because there was that pause there. So they have the ability to exile cards in their hand. The land. Okay, so they found a land. That's good for them. Yeah, so now we Cav. See if they have another counter. They could. They do. Alright. Cool. So then we play Boseiju, and if they don't sweep the board, we just play Titan into Titan. And yeah, we'll hope that that's enough. We'll hope that they don't have 2,000 counter spells. Alright, there's another counter. That's annoying. Tangle Florahedron, pass. Wow. That's rough. 4 counter spells. I mean, I guess since they're not drawing lands, it's to be expected. So, that makes me want to wait. Yeah, you know what? We'll wait. Let's play Kaheera instead. And then, yeah, we'll wait. If they want to counter Kaheera, I'm kind of okay with that. And that actually allows us to get in for some damage, and they can't exile them either with Wandering Emperor. So this is good. We're on a better position than we were. I'll pass. Okay, there's an Omen. That's good. I really want one more land, because if I can find one more land, then I can play Titan with counter magic backup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I need one more mana. One more mana allows me to counter with backup, which is really good. So, if they're going to exile anything, it's probably going to be Kaheera, I imagine, because they don't want me to have that ability. Ooh, so, we'll see what happens here. I probably attack first to try to bait out some kind of interaction. If I draw the land anyways. I did not. Okay. Yeah, we're still gonna attack. If they have a March, they're probably gonna exile Kaheera. So they reduces. Yep, there it is. There's the Kaheera. Yep, I told you. I told you they had it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we still only have 8. All right, Fable. Fable it is. Holding up Dovin's Veto. Pass. All right. We'll see what happens. We will counter a Farewell. We will 100% counter a Farewell. Yeah, if they go for a Farewell here, Shark Typhoon, that is fine. I will let that resolve. That is a-okay by me. I'm actually not going to discard anything. Submit 0. I think they actually just kind of gave me the game here. So I'm going to auto tap here because I don't want to get got. That should be 6, 7, and then yeah. Titan of Industry. So we will blow up an artifact or enchantment, and we will... Yeah, that's over. It's over. Woo! That's what I wanted to see. All right, we are 2-1. Fantastic. Whew. Man, those games are difficult because you have to like very carefully plot out what you're doing. Because you have to like bait out their counter spells and wait for the right opportunity to do things. But they're also some of the most rewarding games. Honestly, they just really are rewarding because if you just win, then it feels really good. Because you're like, haha, I was the big brain one, not you, counter control player. I was the big brain. Man, past 2 games have been grindy, but hey, we've won them. That's what I care about. Kaheera. Okay. I will take the play. We are against the Gigantha deck. So potentially the Sacrifice deck. We're in the play, so I like this. We'll play Ketria Triome, because it doesn't really matter if we draw 2-drop or not. We can still play whatever. Alright, so tap land. We at least get to get a Risen Reef down. This is probably either Niv or it is... what's the other deck? I can't remember. Okay, no, it's food. It's food. It's Sacrifice. Okay, Joan Sacrifice. You got it. Alright, that's pretty okay. The most important thing for this matchup is to make sure that my life total stays up high, pretty much. That's the long and the short of it. Oh, is this green black food? That could be interesting. The good news is this means they're not playing Citadel. Yeah. That's a good one. Ooh, and they have the Cauldron. Nice. That's a good thing to have. Hey, if you want to send a message and attack with a goose, I respect it. Alright, so Stormcarved Coast, Risen Reef. So we get to do this. Hopefully hit a land here. That would be nice. Yes. Because that is perfect because we can go Cavalier Flame next turn. Yeah, they get their little loop going. Another Cauldron Familiar, you got it. Yep, you bring back that. I get drained. Okay, Fatal Push for Risen Reef, you got it. I'm pretty okay with that. Alright. Land, and let's play Cavalier Flame. Okay, so are we going to discard anything? We're at 5 lands. I feel like I could discard one of the lands. But I want to hold on to the other ones. Okay, Fateful Absence is pretty solid. So next turn, if we don't draw anything, we can easily like grab Kaheera and then hold on to a removal spell with a tap land. And then Titan of Industry is going to be incredibly helpful to kill... yes, another goose. So they've got an army of geese. Titan of Industry will allow us to blow up the Witch's Oven, which is huge. Getting rid of the Witch's Oven is huge. Okay, so yeah, that's all we're going to be doing. So give me Kaheera. I guess actually we can get a little froggy. Why not? We have a decent enough life total as it is. So let's play Kaheera. Yeah, and I mean we can easily gain back life with Titan, so I'm not that worried about it. So they're just gonna block with Cat here, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna let it go. Yep, because they just block with Cat, and there's no point. So they might not have a Fatal Push. Okay, they have another Oven. That's annoying. Yep. Yep. So obviously this is going to get annoying. We're going to have to do some serious work to get rid of these damn ovens. Okay, Trail of Clums is good. That card is awesome. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that card. Please attack. I don't care. I don't care. Ooh, Otawara is interesting. Do we want that? Pay 2 life, Titan of Industry. This guy also has Trample, which is going to be huge. So we're going to destroy and gain 5 life. We're going to blow up the Trail of Crumbs. And we're going to gain 5. Yes. I'm going to get that going because they really want to see if they can find something useful. I'm assuming lands because they've been land light this entire time. Okay. So we will go ahead and attack because we'll probably either get rid of one of the geese or actually get in a little bit of damage here. One of the two. Yep. Okay, so we're going to get in a little bit of damage. I'll take that. Okay, brings back the cat now. That's fine. I go to 16. I go to 15. Yep. Yep. Like, yeah, this is just the very typical loop that they always do. It's just what the deck does. So they found a land. Corvold would be scary, but we at least have a Fateful Absence when we untap with it. So that's good. Yeah, I would say the scariest card they could play is Corvold. Trail of Crumbs is fine. It's obviously annoying, but it's fine overall. I can deal with it at least. Ooh, Omnath. That's kind of spicy. So yeah, we will play Omnath. Okay, let's think about this. Trying to math the correct numbers here. Alright, we're actually going to go face. Then we will go untapped land. Put a counter on our Trampler so we can get more damage in. Give everything haste. Yeah, we're just going for Beatsville. We're just going to beat downtown. That's all we're doing. That's fine. That is okay. Fatal push there, huh? So in response, I'll go ahead and blank that by bouncing to Kaheera. Because replaying Kaheera is totally fine with me. I don't mind that. Sure, you get a food. And yeah, we get to crunch in for a lot of damage here. I'm actually not sure who is going to win this game. If they find a Mayhem Devil, I'm very concerned. Mayhem Devil would put them in incredibly good shape. I mean, I'm getting in for a lot of damage here, and I'm going to get in for even more next turn. But the question is it fast enough? Yeah, I think the big question is how good is their next turn. If this turn is for them is amazing, we could be in trouble. Yep. Yeah, so that's the question, is how good is this turn? Oni Cold Anvil is very good. That can get in some serious damage and make some blockers. That's good. All of that is good. Yeah. But I don't think this is enough to warrant, like, me being concerned. I don't think they can really do anything too crazy. Yeah, even if they play the Oni Cult, I don't care that much. That's pretty fine. Yeah. Yes. So I'm gonna go to, like, 8, I think? Yeah. Or... yeah, because they can do the loop again, so I'll be at 8. I'm at a virtual 8. Okay. Okay. So... I already activated that. Okay, we draw... Ooh, Boseiju. That's pretty good. So, Kaheera. Tap specifically to make sure that I have the right colors of mana available. Give everything haste. And we're going to crunch in for some good old damage. This is going to be good. So they're at 10. So Titan of Industry cannot get in any damage. So they like block here. Yeah, I don't think they have enough to really keep themselves in this game though. I think this one's over. Yeah. And then they had to like, they don't have enough. Yeah. Well, maybe. Maybe they're at a literal 1. I think they might be at a literal 1. Let's see how this damage shakes out. I want to say they're at a literal 1. Yes. Yeah, I want to say they're at a literal 1. Like, literally they're at 1 life. Because they have to sack the cat here. Yes. And I have to bring it back. Oh, then they're dead. Yeah. They had to bring the cat back, otherwise they died. Okay. Yeah, you had to bring back the cat right there, or you died. Okay. So for this match, we're going to want the Unlicensed Hearses and the Farewells. The Fateful Absences are pretty lacking overall. I also kind of want these Marches. Farewells are going to exile the Graveyard, which is huge. Yeah, I want these Marches, because they exile things. And most of the stuff that I want to exile is cheap. It's like 1 mana, 2 mana. So, yeah. Maybe we go down one of these. One of each of these. And that'll be good? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay. Just a little shaving down, and we'll keep going. Let's see what we got. Okay. Not sure what our opponent's waiting on. I mean, you obviously go first. Any deck in this format's going to go first. Or, I mean, in really any format. Maybe Commander, I guess maybe you could argue that you wouldn't want to go first. Maybe Legacy if you're playing like a Reanimator deck. But I think that's old tech. I think now people do other things. So it seems pretty obvious that they're going to want to be on the play. So I'm not sure if they're salty. I'm not sure if their connection is lost. What's going on here, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the Farewells are going to help us kind of clear out all the clutter when they get like a bunch of Witches' Ovens, Foods, Trail of Crumbs, Oni Cult Anvils off the field, and it doesn't matter where the cat is, I can get rid of it. The Marches are also going to be incredibly helpful for that. That's why I switched them out for the Fateful Absences, because Fateful Absences is solid, but March is going to exile anything I want gone. Did our opponent lose connection? I feel like they had to have lost connection. Because, I mean, that was a good game. That was, like, I just had the right things to get ahead. So, and it really sucks if I win this way. But that's what it looks like is going to happen. Yeah, okay. We get to Fable. I'll keep it. I really hope they didn't lose connection, because that would be sad. I'd be really, really unhappy with that. I don't want to win that way. I like having actual games of Magic. Even if I lose, I don't care. If it was a fun game, I'm happy. But it kind of looks like our opponent got spirited away or something. That kind of sucks. Oh well. Yeah, I have a feeling that they lost connection. Man, that sucks. um. Yeah, they had to have lost connection. I don't. Ah, that sucks. Because I mean, once this is done, I pretty much win by default. Man, that sucks. Absolute sad panda. Well, a good game, opponent. That first game was awesome. I'm sorry you lost connection. That is incredibly unfortunate. Alright, well, I guess we're 3-1, just not the way I would want to be. That sucks. But I guess a win is a win, whatever. I just don't like games like that. I wanna feel like we both contributed to the game. We both went back and forth. We both had a good time. But I guess there is a slight benefit to it in that the first two games were so long, or the second and third games were so long that it's kind of nice that we're having a short one now. All right, 420 Shroud XD. Let's go. I will take the play, and this looks good. I like what I see. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go Steam Vents tapped and pass. Probably going to be Boseiju next. Oh, it's mono red. Okay. Well, this is going to be a quick one then. We're either going to die or we're going to win. One of the two. I'll play Leafkin Druid because it survives better through burn. Like, it would have to literally be Wizard's Lightning to get past the Leafkin. Wait. Okay, just face? That's fine. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. You got it. Ooh, that's good. That's really good for us. Let's play a little risky. Because what my thought process is here is that if they don't kill the Tangle Florahedron, then I get to play Omnath. Ah, Chain Whirler. That's pretty good. Chain Whirler's really good. Yep, I gotta take 2. Down to 12. Ooh, Omnath. That's not bad, but it doesn't kill anything. I think it's just gotta be Risen Reef. Okay, Drew Faithful Absence. That's pretty good. Tap land, go. So we're probably just gonna chump with Risen Reef here. Maybe. Chandra. Okay. Maybe not, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I think a fancy dress means I didn't come for the fight. Give a toast.
Okay.
I'd love to.
Alright, I go to 6, draw. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Alright, Omnum. Take us home to victory. It's going to be pretty hard for him to get around Omnath. So hopefully that is beneficial for me, that it's going to be hard for him to get around Omnath. The constant gaining for life is going to be hugely relevant here. Okay, just a land. I'm okay with just a land.
Idea.
Okay, Bone Crusher, you got it. I'm actually going to let it go, because they could have a removal spell. So Cavalier of Thorns. This is going to almost guarantee me some life gain. Yep. And that puts me in much better shape. Alright, go. Okay. Graveyard. Okay. Another land. Ooh.
We should all follow our hearts.
Okay, so we only have 2 cards to worry about. I will gladly block with Thorns. I don't care. Thorns can get taken down by something. Okay, so the only card we're scared of is Embercleave. Since I have another Omnath, actually, yeah, we'll let the 2/2 go. Okay, that's pretty fine. Ooh, Ferocidon. Pretty good card. So because of Ferocidon, we're gonna have to go Creeping Trailblazer here. Take 1. Yes. Omnath. We're gonna actually hold the land. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's get Chandra off the table. And I will gladly chump block with these if I have to.
Come on, Chandra. I know you can do that.
That leaves him with just a top deck to find something good. Yes! Woo! Burn is a rough matchup, but we did it. Okay. So, Gusts in... Fateful Absence... Let's drop down a Cavalier. Farewell could be useful. Is it just the Gusts that we want? And maybe like a March? The problem with March is at the end of the day it's kind of an inefficient removal spell. Maybe we just shave a little bit on our top end here. Yeah, let's just shave a little bit on the top end to fit the Gusts in. So we have Fateful Absence and the Gust. I am shifty about boarding into... Yeah, like 4-color Omnath though is like our best card because it gains life, so much life so easily. Okay. Whew, that was a close one. We got there though, so. We'll see how this next one goes. Yeah, Omnath is such a house. The gaining life is huge. That's why I didn't even play that land. I was like, nah. Next turn, if there is a next turn, I want to just go ahead and play Omnath, gaining some life, and keep myself alive. It's interesting to see Ferocidon making its way into the main deck, though. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, because how does red deck lose? Life gain. What is going on? Did another opponent, like lose connection? What the fuck is going on? What is going on? I don't understand. Why has this happened to two of my opponents now? Is it my internet? What the hell? I don't understand. I don't know if I'm just getting unlucky, and like as soon as I go to record, I go against opponents that like have bad connections. I don't know if it's my connection that's bad and like it's wigging out and trying to connect to my game. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I don't like this hand. This is worse. Okay, I'll try this. Cav. I think it's Rage. I think we had to keep this as my hand. Okay. That was bad. I hate it when you mulligan and your 6-card hand is worse than your 7-card. I didn't want to keep that 7 card because if I didn't draw land number 3, I pretty much wasn't going to do anything. I didn't have any interaction or anything. Are we going to have another game where we just win because our opponent times out? If that happens, then I'm going to just consider us 3-1 because it's like 2 wins and we didn't lose. And then I'll try to go ahead and hop into another game and see if we can get one more game in, and that will call it. And that will decide our final record. Okay, sure. So they scooped up before the time thing, so I guess maybe they ended up keeping a bad hand because of that. But alright, I'm going to honor it, as I said, so that is going to be what we're going to consider ourselves, just 4-1. So we have, or not 4-1, we are 3-1. So we're going for the last game for the 4-1. Let's go. Technically, we're 4-1, but like, let's be real. There was one real. In each of those, there was only one real game of Magic, and you know, we'll just stick those together. Hopefully, this is a real game of Magic this time. past game 1, of course. All right, Time Lord. All right, let's play Time Lord. All right, waiting for your opponent. What do we got? This is top hand heavy, and my opponent's on the play. No indication as to what they're playing. I feel like that long isn't good enough. Fuck. Okay, this is fine. Return 2 cards back. Let's go ahead and bump back Omnath, Locust. At least this hand has a 3-drop, and we are on the draw, so we have a chance to draw out of it. Blue ramp of some sort. Okay. Fable will also help us hopefully get to this Omnath. Okay, so bans counters. Okay. Ban +1/+1 counters. I wonder if this could also be a combo deck of some sort. That would be interesting. Alright. We're an idiot because we should have played the red source, but you know what? It's fine. Okay. This is looking more like it's some kind of combo deck. Or maybe it is just +1/+1 counters. It could be. Yeah, so we'll go tap land here. Risen Reef. We're gonna get stomped for quite a bit here, but that's okay. Oh my god. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that was a quick one. Oh, that was great. I love that. That's cool. That is really cool. Okay, so we're gonna board in the Gusts and the Farewells here. Trim some of these and drop a Cav and a Locust. Let's go with that. Oh, no, what are you doing? Keep the island in there. There we go. Okay, just do some trimming and yeah, just board into 2 Farewells as a way of maybe surviving that. Holy shit. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Just unbreakable formation. Just break my face. That was awesome. I enjoyed that. So we had the Farewells now to kind of help us to where we have a plan now of like just trying to stall long enough to Farewell if necessary. I'm just hoping the double white isn't too much for our mana base. That could be a problem. But other than that, we just have to hope they don't run that well again. That was awesome. That was so cool. Just absolutely just destroyed me. Play first. I don't like this. This looks better. I'll keep this 6. Yeah, okay, we'll do this. Alright, so Jetmir's Garden, go. Then Leafkin Druid untapped. Okay, so they also have a 1-drop. They also have a 1-drop again this turn. Okay, Stone Coil. I'm not as scared of Stone Coil. So let's Leafkin. So we're pushing towards this Cav then. Okay. Pushing towards Cav is fine with me. Barkite Troll. Okay. Yeah, so we're pushing towards a Cav. And this allows us to hold open Fateful Absence if necessary. Land, sure. Broker's Ascendancy, that's really good. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this Barkite Troll. This will probably dissuade them from attacking. Yeah, okay. So we don't need to, so let's just play Cav. We will get, sure, Otawara. I hate getting rid of some of those cards, but that's okay. Tap Stomping Grounds and pass. Okay. Wow. that was pretty spicy last game. Hardened Scales, so that card is going to get out of hand pretty quickly. Another Barkide. Okay, so this is definitely going to need to go on white to potentially, hey, yeah, that's super good. Okay, get Kaheera, play Kaheera. get in with Cav. If they want to double block, I'm pretty okay with that. Yeah, I had a feeling they wouldn't. Okay. Man, just all of these doubling effects. It's so good. So good. Good God. All the doubles. Okay. Okay, I'll take a Risen Reef. Risen Reef is good. I'll take Risen Reef. Omnath is sweet. I do like Omnath. Alright, Omnath. Alright, we're gonna see what happens here. Okay, wish that was... Ooh, that's actually pretty solid. Actually kind of like that. Tangleflorahedron. Yeah, let's take action. Tapped. Put this on... It doesn't matter, I don't think. And then I will put... Why can't I target this? Oh yeah, because it's not green. Duh. Dwee. It's in a graveyard again. I would love to hit that Fable. Fable would be sweet. Problem is, if I target Barkhide, they just take the counter, take a counter off. I think I do that. I think that's fine. Okay. And then I just pass. Okay. This is definitely scary. I'm almost certain they kept the Broker's Ascendancy on top. There's no reason for them to put it on bottom. There's really no reason. Moonarch, that's fine. Wow, they actually did put it on the bottom? That's really weird. Alright, 12. That's definitely scary. Okay, so they don't want to attack. Okay, Leafkin Druid gets us a redraw. Actually, undo. Yeah. Leafkin Druid gets us a redraw, which is sweet. Let's see what we hit. Decline. I actually want that in hand. Okay. So for now, we're kind of at a stalemate. Go. Conclave Mentor, you got it. Another Hardened Scales, you got it. Cyclobo Seiju to get rid of that. Yes! Haha! We did it! Woo! Alright, that worked out. Okay, so that is, I think, exactly what we need to do again. Just exactly that. Bring the board state to a screeching halt, and then slowly grind our way back in. I'm kind of wondering if I should actually keep my Mana Dorks in, because I'm not as crazy about Creeping Trailblazer as I am the Mana Dorks. Yeah, let's keep the Mana Dorks in. I think that's worth it. I want to keep Gales in because they don't seem to have any flyers other than the Reach blocker. Alright. Alright, let's see how it goes. That game we didn't find a farewell, but thanks to Omnath, we were able to kind of grind him down. And that worked out. That's sweet. I'm honestly lucky that they put the Broker's Ascendancy to the bottom. Because if they hadn't, I probably would have lost that game. Okay. So we're going to see what we draw this time. I don't like that they're on the play, though. It gives them an opportunity to do that same kind of crazy thing. Okay, I kind of like this. I don't like that Flame is in my hand, but the rest of this hand I do really like. Okay, I like a Ganjo too, so this is good. So we have 2 interaction spells, which is kind of nice. Okay, Ranger class is very good. So put this on white, Leafkin, pass. So if I'm lucky, this is just uptick attack for 4, which is fine. I can deal with that. Yes. 16. I don't hit a land, which is really awkward here, but I'm just gonna let it go. It's fine. Because what my plan here is Pelt Collector, that is a-okay. Conclave Mentor, that is a-okay too. Yes. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Okay, and we drew another land anyways. That's good. That was a really risky line. I don't even know if it was the right choice. Giving up a land like that when you're that land light is not a good idea. Okay, so I can hold up Gust and Fateful Absence. I can Risen Reef to try to catch back up, but that's going to leave me without anything to do. But I feel like we have to catch back up. Yes, you will put that in play. Go. I think we can survive 1 turn of a beating. Ooh, that's really good. Okay. Wow, just wants to kill Risen Reef? Alright, that's pretty fine. They're gonna swing for a pretty healthy chunk here. Down to 7 already. I don't like that. Okay, how do we work this? I know I want a Risen Reef, but how do I line up this? Yeah, let's go ahead and go play Risen Reef. Decline because we haven't played a land this turn. And that allows us to hold up 2 blockers and yes, I think this is okay. Gust. Another Voracious Hydra. Criminy Christmas. I think we have to Gust this one. Yeah, I think we have to Gust this one. Good lord. All the big things. Okay. Okay. So I have to block here. Am I just dead though? I think I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm just dead. Well, what can you do? Little unfortunate. Alright, well, those were some really fun games. I actually had a blast at that. I just wish those 2 games that were basically just single games would have actually been full games. But overall, I had a good time with that. That was fun. Let's open up our pack. It's probably just going to be gems because I have like the whole Zendikar Rising set. Oh, no. Ooh, we actually got a mythic. Cool. Alright, so yeah. I actually had a blast with this version of Elementals. It felt nice to not use Yorion. Are there any changes I would make? Maybe the assortment of Cavaliers is a little bit unnecessary. Maybe we just stick to specific ones. Like maybe just 2 Flame, 2 Thorn. Yeah, 2 Flame, 2 Thorn. Because the flying seemed fairly irrelevant. Maybe we could kind of organize these 2-drops better. Maybe there is a better one than Creeping Trailblazer, but I don't think there are many. Because, like, if you go here, type Elemental. And, like, 2-drops, you have Glimmerbell, which is not good. Only deals with flyers. This is a landfall card, which isn't crazy. More of aggro cards. Embercat, I suppose maybe could be there, because since so many of our late game stuff is elementals, maybe that's the route we could go. Like just drop the Creeping Trailblazers and go with Embercats instead. That's maybe an option. Other than that, Thunderkin Awakener isn't that good for us because our creatures, we don't have a whole lot of ways of pumping up the power of our creatures. And Healer the Glade is more of like a sideboardish card. Vine Gecko does nothing for us. Wildgrowth Walker does nothing for us. And yeah, like Lightning Stormkin, that's... Yeah, Brushfire Elemental, sure, I guess. But yeah, not really too much for us. But, yeah, so there's a couple options. Maybe I can tinker with that. But anyways, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll be excited to bring you the next video next week. Hope y'all take care now. Bye-bye.